Hey, what is up, YouTube? What is up, Christianology family? So I wanted to make a video about this, this teacher in Houston, that got caught filming pornography in the classroom during school hours. School hours, man. I'm looking this way because my monitors are right here, but I wanted to talk about it, I'm gonna put the article up so I could get the intricate details. I could break it down for you guys. Houston teacher. So this is the article right here. It says a former Lamar Consolidated ISD teacher is under investigation for allegedly shooting sexual explicit videos of herself inside an elementary school classroom. Lamar CISD said the woman already resigned in February for unspecified reasons. So probably the school caught on and she just took the leave, or maybe she was just making money and she resigned. The district said it wasn't aware of the videos until Wednesday. They are too graphic to show. We have shocking video, community activist Candace Matthews said at a news conference. Matthews and Cornell X said the video shows the ex-teacher stripping inside a classroom. And also, a second video is doing this porn video in the school bathroom during school hours. Matthews said, if she could do this in the classroom, imagine what else she was doing. So basically the woman was just in there filming videos, like, showing her butt, her breast, like twerking, all that stuff, to attract the male audience to her platform, basically OnlyFans. And to me, prostitution has always been there. It's been in the Bible. There was a woman that was about to be, she wasn't a prostitute, but she was an adulterous woman, so she was sleeping around with like people's husbands and stuff like that. So she was about to get stoned. So prostitution and all this type of stuff have always existed. The thing about it is that it shouldn't be going on in the school. As a teacher, you should have a little bit of self-respect, right? You should have a little bit of self-respect for yourself, man. Yes, being a teacher sucks because the pay is terrible. That's the only bad. No, I won't say that's the only bad thing about being a teacher, but I'm sure if a teacher was getting paid six figures, they wouldn't really mind annoying kids for like 8 hours, right? Because they're getting paid a lot of money. But as a teacher, they're not getting paid. They're not getting paid that much money, unfortunately. I don't know why, but that's how it is. So she was filming the videos in the classrooms. I'm like, lady, like what type of people are you trying to attract? Because, and the thing about porn is that it has categories and stuff like that. So people like you have like stepdad and all that type of stuff. So I think people have a category about like school teachers and like like doing stuff in the school. Like people have that fantasy of like having sex in school, because most people in high school like always had that fantasy like, oh, I want to go have sex in school or whatever. I want to have sex with my teacher or whatever it is. They have that fantasy. They do. So I think it's all the people that want to relive that fantasy, and these sex workers could kind of role play with them and be like, hey, I'm doing this in I'm stripping before the kids come in class, after before like after break or after lunch. So like, let me show this a little bit before I get caught. So like a lot of men like that. They like that type of stuff. I don't know, it's an adventure for them or whatever. My fault, yeah. The mic was like over. I thought I had a mic on, but I didn't have a mic on. Hopefully you guys could hear me. I apologize. So yeah, basically, a lot of people have the fantasy of doing that. They have a fantasy of doing that. They really do. They really do. They really do. And these people make a lot of money because of that fantasy. Because these men are really horny, so the women make a lot of money from these horny men. They really do. They're saying they're investigating it to maybe press charges, but I don't know. I don't know if they could really press charges because there wasn't really a minor present, but you're doing stuff like this on the school grounds. I think there's probably a law there's probably a law against that because anything you do on the school grounds, your charges are like automatically like multiplied. Like for like, let's say you did something on the school grounds that maybe it's called for 5 years in prison, you might get 10 years. That's how crazy it is. It might multiply your sentence because doing things on school grounds, it's the law takes it more seriously. Just being frank, they take it a little bit more seriously. Um, but that's my little thoughts about the situation. I'm just praying that some of these women have a lot of these women have low self-esteem. The woman is overweight. I've seen a video. It's a white woman, probably middle age, probably 35, 36. Obese. Probably weighs maybe close to 300 pounds. So that type of person, they probably have low self-esteem. They probably have low self-esteem though. They really do, because being that heavy, you're overlooked by a lot of men. You're really overlooked by a lot of men. If you're not showing your vagina or something like that, you're overlooked by a lot of men. Because most men are looking for a woman that's like 150, 140, 130 pounds, nice figure, nice face. But if you're 300 pounds, most men are not really attracted to that. And it's normal because most people don't want to date someone that's unhealthy, right? If they don't have to. So most men are attracted to women that are fit and in shape, that have a nice figure. So she probably has low self-esteem because she's not attracting the man that she wants. Because she's overweight. And if she's overweight, she needs to put the work in to lose the weight. But putting the work in to lose weight is also very, 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 very hard. It takes dedication, discipline, and just motivation. And like just, hey, I want to get to this goal and nothing's going to stop me. But a lot of people give up because it gets hard. It gets really hard, especially losing 150 pounds, 100 plus pounds is difficult. Very, very difficult. That's what I'll say. That's what I always say, that don't get to that weight. Don't ever get to that weight, because when you get to that weight, losing it is very difficult. It's also time consuming. You have to plan your whole day around eating, around prepping foods, meal prepping, all that type of stuff, going out to get groceries, allocating time for exercise, cardio, strength training, resistance training, stuff like that. That takes time. It takes time, because I'm on that journey right now. I have about 20 pounds I want to lose myself. Even more than that, honestly, because I don't really like being above 200, in my opinion. But that's another story for another day. When I lose the weight, I'm gonna make a whole video about it. About my journey. I've already lost 20 plus pounds. So I know it's possible because I've done it, and I have 20 more to go, or 30 more to go. So I know it's hard. It took me a long time. It took me a lot of time. And me, I was rushing. I was fasting 4 or 5 days in a row. And I also was fasting like once a week, preferably on a Sunday, church. I was like, let me fast, get close to the Lord, pray more. So it helped me with that too. So yeah, it takes a lot of time. Most people can't fast. I had a girlfriend and I was fasting. I was like, hey, let's fast, babe. She couldn't do it. She's like, I can't go a day without eating. So a lot of people can't do it. So I already knew I was different from a lot of people. I knew I was different because fasting takes a toll on you. It takes mental toughness because you're going without food, and a lot of people are addicted to food. Let's be frank. A lot of people are addicted to food. Okay, so it takes a lot of willpower and discipline. So I went on a little tangent, but that's what I have to say about the situation, man. Prayers up to her, because I don't know what she's going through. I don't know, we all perverse. Like, let's be honest, we are all perverse. If you had sex before marriage, you're perverse, because you're supposed to be protecting a woman's innocence, but you didn't do that. You had sex with her. Okay, so we are all perverse. All right, we all are doing things that God doesn't want us to do. Okay, so I'm not gonna be like so mad at her that she's doing that, because we are all sinners. We've all done that. Most men have seen porn, and that's someone's daughter that is doing that. Even though she chose to do it, most of the time they regret it. At the end of the day, they regret it, because it's like they choose to do it, but they don't realize that it's gonna affect them in the long run. So they get into it, and then they do it, and then now 10 years in, they hate their lives. They're killing themselves, committing suicides. Unfortunately, that's what happens to these women. That's why it really hurts my heart. That's why I'm not really going too aggressive at her, because a lot of women are going through a lot of things, and a lot of women go through a lot of these things, or like do a lot of these adult work, sex work, prostitution, stripping. They do this stuff, and you just have to have pity on them. That's what that's the maturity level I've come towards. You have to have pity on these women, because a lot of these women are going through a lot. And we are also going through a lot too. People who are not stripping are going through a lot too, but we're not stripping. It is what it is. Some people they go through a lot and they want to do that. It's a fast way out. I can make a lot of money. I don't have to go to school. I don't have to go to school and work for a year or two just to get my nursing degree or whatever it is. Like, so most people don't want to do that. They want to get the fast money, and the fast money leads to like dangerous paths. The Bible tells you not to pick the fast road. Slow and steady wins the race. It does win the race in the long run. Like, you start a company, you do good, you treat your customers right. Customer service is A1. You're not ripping nobody off. The quality is good. The prices are reasonable. You have returns, stuff like that. That leaves a good mark on this world. It's going to take a little bit longer to grow, because you're not cutting corners everywhere. You're not cutting corners, shipping, quality, all that. Something's playing in the background. My fault, yeah. Yeah, so that's my little 2 cents on the situation. Tell me what you guys feel in the comments. I want a lot of people to see this video, just to explain why a lot of women are doing this to themselves, okay? It's just from low self-esteem and not having purpose in this world. No self-worth, no purpose from God. A woman should know her purpose. Hey, my purpose on this earth is to serve my husband. That's your purpose on this earth. Serve your husband. As your husband is supposed to serve you too. That's your purpose on earth. Spread the word of God. Serve your husband. Serve your wife. That's what your purpose is. And if you go against that, you're going against God. Alright? It's my 2 cents in the video, man. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.